holidays. Happy holidays. Welcome, Royal Nation. Welcome, I'm Princess AG, and this is Vlogmas number 23. 23. Yes. And in this Vlogmas, it is a trucker's chronicle. So, on I-85 yesterday, I-85 South in North Carolina, there was a really, really bad accident. It was a fatality, and a police officer got killed. And I'm going to show you some of the footage. I was there. I had to get off the freeway because we had a deadline to make. So I am glad that I was able to get off the freeway at that time. But take a look. Copyright disclaimer: under the sections 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for the purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is a use permitted.
Today, Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department is hurting. We mourn the loss of police officer Mia Goodwin, and the profession hurts. Our city hurts. Most importantly, we need to be uplifted and uplifting each other in prayer. I'm going to try to get through and tell you the incidents that occurred starting last night at approximately 10:30 p.m. on Interstate I-85 at W.T. Harris, the exit at W.T. Harris overpass in the University City Division. Officers were dispatched along with State Highway Patrol to investigate a collision.
So sad. Drivers, you must pay attention. If you're tired, pull over. Take your 15, 20, 30-minute nap. The driver wasn't paying attention, and he must have been tired and dozed off, and he slammed into another tractor-trailer truck.
That had occurred with a tractor-trailer truck. Officers on the scene for quite some time. Officers that reported in for third shift were then sent to relieve officers who had already been on that scene. One of those being Officer Mia Goodwin. At about 3:40 a.m. this morning, two tractor trailers who were traveling on I-85 collided with each other. That collision then caused their vehicles to run into the officers who were working on the scene. The crash that happened, we had an officer that had been hit while she was in her vehicle, called it in, and began assessing the injuries in the officers that were hurt out on the scene, including herself. Officer Shannon Foster, Officer Sean Husk, and Officer Jackson Buffington were all on the scene and injured and transported to the hospital. Officer Goodwin was pronounced deceased on the scene. This investigation is continuing. Still too early to give you any details as far as speed. Too early to tell you any details as far as any citations or charges that will be pending. But at this time, like I mentioned, we are asking for your prayers, not just for this Goodwin family, but for all the CMPD family and for our great city. Officer Goodwin was hired on October 26th of 2015. She was a loving mother to her 3 kids, a 3-year-old, a 1-year-old, and a 4-month-old. Officer Goodwin had just returned from maternity leave just a few days prior to this incident. She's also survived by her loving husband, Brenton, who is a firefighter with the Charlotte Fire Department. Again, we ask for you to lift us up in prayer. Pray for the family, pray for the officers that were injured. By the grace of God, they were each released from the hospital today. And we will continue to move forward as a police department, as an agency, as a profession, and as a city. good friends with a lot of people, former and current officers, and I know that she had reached out and had actually asked for guidance on how she'd been on about 5 or 6 years, and she's already looking at guidance on how she can do more and how she can advance more within the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department. Being in the University City Division, it's a very busy division that keeps her moving quite a bit, and I do know that she had aspirations to do more, and that's what we want out of all of our young officers. I think I can speak for Officer Goodwin and any parent who's in this profession to have to juggle this profession. She's a third shift officer. Imagine trying to be a mother to 3 kids, a husband who is a firefighter whose jobs and hours are just as demanding, and to have to be the best mom that she can and the best husband that she can.
I'm going to apologize for him. He meant to say the best wife that she can be, not best husband. I'll roll it back for you.
Best mom that she can and the best husband that she can. This profession is one that's not for everyone. But I do know that she knew it was for her, and I know that she wanted to continue and make this a career and not just a job. I have to give praise to any officers, any of our people, any employee that endures the challenges that we have to endure every single day. We put on this uniform, and we know that there's no guarantees that we're coming home to our families. And that is the most difficult part. I didn't personally know her, but what I can tell you from my conversations is that she was an inspiring young woman who wanted to do more. She was someone who felt like she had a lot to offer in this profession, resilient, and she loved the people around her, the people that she worked with. I know that her and her husband were loving people, and that they both had future plans and aspirations of their future, and it's one of these situations where we recognize now that life is not guaranteed and life is short, and we have to embrace it while we're here.
So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Don't forget to tell a loved one you love them, because tomorrow isn't promised to anyone. Stay thankful, grateful, safe, and healthy. And until next time, everyone, happy holidays. Please drive safe. Be careful. We want you to get home to your families. Until next time, ciao for now.